do it something else.
Oh.
I did text her. I said, no, I haven't heard anything yet.
We are live. I will call to order this meeting of Boards and Commissions Appointment Committee for Friday, May 29th.
Counselor, Mayor is on the meeting.
Oh, okay. She just came on.
Oh, okay. I am Deanna Gwynn.
Kay Matthews.
Vanessa Nordyke.
Mayor Hoy, we didn't hear you there.
Mayor Hoyer.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Do you want to run the meeting from your?
No, if you don't mind, go ahead, Deanna, and I'll be there just as quickly as I can.
Awesome. See you soon. Thank you. Okay, so did everyone have an opportunity to review the minutes from our last meeting of April 17th?
Yep.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. We have no one signed up for a public comment, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we have no public comments. Moving on to city appointments, we have budget committee. And I believe the only two applications we have are reappointments for David Geyer and Evan Manville. And do we have any issues with, I assume staff was okay with moving those forward? Do we have any issues, sir?
No, you're welcome to move forward on those. The code requirements just has the council recommendation or recommendation to council, and council is welcome to reappoint.
Right. So is everyone comfortable with moving those forward for a recommendation to council? Any comments?
So I just want to make sure I'm clear. The packet says Manville and Geyer both want to re-up. I'm delighted that they want to re-up. They both have been active and engaged members. But what about Belichick's? It says he has declined the request for reappointment. Are we not prepared to make an appointment for his seat at this time?
I don't think we have an application.
There are no applications for his spot? Okay. All right.
Is that right?
We were gonna handle that in a later meeting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. Then in that case, I'm all in favor. And if you need a motion, I move to
If I may,
make a recommendation for reappointment.
okay,
Sure,
I
yes,
was-
Julie.
thank you. I was just going to ask, is there any kind of, is the term 2 years for budget committee? Is that correct?
3.
3 years. And is there any requirement for a, what would you call that? A gap before you reapply?
The way, what the code provides basically is they can request reappointment, and then if a request is made to reappoint, the council can either decide to reappoint or declare the position vacant.
And has the limitation on, or the timeline on receiving applications been reached, or do we have more time?
We haven't opened up applications yet because at this point, we're just determining whether to reappoint.
Then if a motion has not officially been made, then I would like to move that we open up the
I
application.
just made a
process.
motion, Mayor. I just made a motion.
I didn't hear a second. So where are we at with that, Dan?
There was crosstalk in the meeting, and I don't know, Amy, we did not
There
hear,
wasn't a second.
because there was crosstalk, there's no motion on the floor at this point.
Okay, then I would like to move to open the applications for the budget committee so that we can have further citizen involvement.
Second, for the sake of discussion.
If I could clarify, Mayor, you said open the position. So do you want to declare these recommend to council that you declare these two positions vacant.
Sorry, if that's what we need to do to allow more citizens the opportunity to apply, I'd like to do that. I'd like that to happen.
And so we'll consider the motion to be a motion to declare these two positions vacant. You want to discuss your motion, Mayor?
No, just more of the same. I mean, I want the city to and the citizens of Salem to have a broad representation and more of an opportunity for those who might consider this kind of service. That's all.
Well, I'll offer comment to the motion. Madam Mayor, this would certainly be an option that you could pursue. But as someone who served on budget committee since 2017, the recurring practice has been if someone has been showing up and doing the work and engaging fully in budget committee as a member and representative of their ward, and if they request reappointment, those reappointments are routinely granted, not just for budget committee. This boards and appointments committee has done that for many committee members across multiple city boards and appointments. So that would be a break from how we traditionally handle these practices, especially for folks who have worked so hard to volunteer their time. So I understand where you're coming from, but I also just wanted to give you some more historical perspective.
Oh, and I appreciate that fully. I do think maybe it might be appropriate though to, if those two folks would like to reapply, that's fine. But I do think we should offer the opportunity to the general public.
Deanna, what do you think?
I agree that these folks have been very engaged and they do the work, and we would be going kind of against the grain to not reappoint them. So I struggle.
I feel fairly mixed. Partially, I agree with the concept of opening it up, so at least so people could apply. I'm surprised to hear that we don't just accept applications at all times, so that when this decision comes up, we have alternatives already.
Right, somebody else to look at.
So, excuse me, so Counselor, we do,
Okay.
the applications are open all the time, but in this process with the add of the consent forms, we've been doing that in phases, and so it was a decision to just do the consent forms for the reappointments at this time, but we have other applications that will be considered at a future point, but those applicants just haven't been contacted about the consent forms. So we only
A
check
consent
with
form to be
people that
back.
were,
So,
right,
okay, gotcha.
that they have to complete that in order to proceed with the background check. So yeah, so is this a decision to do it in two phases? So,
Yeah, is it okay for me to go ahead? Can you hear me okay? I'm in the stairwell.
Yeah,
I think that I realize the budget process just ended. And it is what it is, and it has been what it has been for this year. And we're not required to simply stick to these reappointments. I think it would be healthy to open it up and have 3 spaces available for potential applicants.
so can we just table it? We don't have to decide today, right? I mean, we're not gonna have a budget committee meeting for months, so.
That's correct. So you don't need to make a recommendation at this meeting. We do have a motion on the floor, though.
Yeah, like I say, I feel mixed on it because I do see especially the importance of budget committee. I see the value in making sure that we're looking at all applicants that are interested to make sure we have the best at the moment that are interested. On the flip side, and I'll say this from a perspective of being a relatively new counselor and having the most junior resident committee member sitting right next to me, and it kind of being my responsibility to help train her, and that being a very difficult process in itself. having institutional knowledge of them already being on is also valuable in the fact that it takes a while to get up to speed on budget.
Right.
So, I mean, I would be open to a substitute motion that tables it, at least for the moment, allows the other applications that we do have in to be able to come forward at the same time to be reviewed, and then making a decision at that time. So I don't think I'm ready to say no on this, and I don't think I'm ready to say yes on this. So I'm taking the cop out of, let's wait.
I'll join you in that cop out.
So,
Well, in
Yeah.
that case, I move to table the appointment decisions for budget committee.
second,
So if I could just clarify, that's a substitute motion, so if you vote on that motion to table, the other motion dies.
Okay. All in favor?
can I,
Oh, yes.
will that motion allow for whatever applications are also in the system to come forward at the next opportunity when these are reviewed?
We can provide the other applications that are pending. I don't know if there's any applications for these particular wards,
Okay,
but process wise, you still need to determine whether to declare this vacant before you can recommend appointing anyone else.
but today we're not recommending to appoint it vacant, we're just recommending to table it and we're going to have their applications back so that we can, okay, great. Yeah, I vote.
So all in favor to table it?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Motion passes. Do you want to take over, Mayor?
No, go ahead.
Citizen Advisory Traffic Commission. And it looks to me like there were some updates on applications.
So for CATSI, there are 4 vacancies with different partial terms. And there are 4 applicants, and I think they've all completed their background check. Is Mr. Ramez?
We finally, yes, he cleared.
Oh, Buzzard or
Buzzard
Connie,
Carney.
he's cleared. What about the last one there?
Mr. Gramens has not responded.
Okay, so he's still a no.
Right.
So what, no doesn't mean that he failed the background check, it just means we haven't completed it yet because he
Yeah.
hasn't filled his
Correct.
provided his consent form. So you got 4 vacancies and 3 applicants.
Can I ask a question about the consent form? Is there a reason that we don't just have the consent form as a checkbox as part of the application? Instead of having to reach out to them individually?
Yes, and it's technical.
Okay, sounds good. Good enough.
I think it's really interesting personally that we have so many applicants that are employed by the state of Oregon. That's just my editorial. Regarding all the applications, I just find it interesting.
I also wanted to note that Azagrani, I think, has also applied for the Library Advisory Board and SPRAB. And I think that's the only multi one.
Hey, folks, can you, we're talking about CATSI right now, right? Can you scroll through the agenda? It's easier for me to follow along if the screens match.
Apologize, thank you.
That's okay. And I've historically found it very helpful when we had the little spreadsheet that kind of gave the cliff notes for all of the candidates. Are we not maintaining that spreadsheet at this time?
Yes and no, but there is the staff report that was in your packet that contains a lot of the information that was in that spreadsheet. I was trying to put it all in one place for you.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. I just wanted to know if that was an option, if we wanted to pull up that document during this meeting.
Can you see that, Counselor?
Yes, I sure can.
Okay.
Thank you. So the request is to fill 4 vacancies for applicants. Okay, I'm fine with these.
We're down to 3 applicants because Grammons hasn't completed a background check yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, should we, I mean, the sooner people, I know we don't meet very often. I would prefer to get 3 of the 4 seats filled so that they can attend the next possible meeting.
I'd also note that you have Brad Bazargarani, or sorry, I'm butchering his name, but he has applied for 3 different boards and commissions.
Okay.
Previously, we had talked about limiting it to 2. That's coming forward in a code change, hopefully in June. But at this point, that's a consideration for you to take into account as well.
But he's not currently on any board or
No.
commission.
What were the other 2?
The Library Advisory Board and the Parks Board.
So does the committee feel like moving forward with Lara Buell and Gary O'Berry then?
I'm comfortable with all 3 personally. I do want to state that on Brad Bazargani, I don't know him. My brother-in-law is one of his recommendations, so I will make that as a, but I don't know him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm fine with that too. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm mindful of the fact that we have a full agenda, so.
Thank you.
They all seem, especially, they seem very well qualified. I did wonder, so I'm looking for kind of a plethora of experience. What other occupations are currently on there? Do we already maintain these occupations, or do we need additional of these occupations on there?
We don't have that information, I'm sorry.
Well, then I will move us along then. I move to appoint Beal, O'Berry, and Bazargani to the CATSI.
I'll second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Those 3 are appointed. So next we have Community Police Review Board. Looks like we have a ton of applicants. How many openings on?
3 vacancies.
3 vacancies. So the very first one, Bradley Bonstead, he's Cornerstone Investigation, but I love the fact that he's young. He's like 24 and under, and I don't know that we currently have anyone on the board that's younger. I did wonder on some of these though, do we have a residency requirement for the city? Because he says unknown, we don't know where he
Yes,
lives.
it's not a requirement, but it's a consideration.
So do we know, does he live in the city of Salem?
You have a separate question, you can check this.
So if he does, I personally
We
would
should
like
have
to see.
selected a boundary on the application in the packet.
Well, it says unknown.
Unknown, okay.
What ward do you live in? And it just says
Okay.
unknown.
This is you have his application.
It's showing redacted in the copies. Yeah, I did redact it for the 3 copies. I can go on my students and
Do you guys have any other, I mean, that's just my own, that's just
I
one.
can go.
Bradley stood out to me too,
Oh, okay.
as a good one. And then David Reinhold also, and Lori Harrelson.
Right.
He has experience on the Police Foundation
Yeah.
Board.
I pulled David's notes out as well.
I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing, folks. I heard David Reinhold's name. I heard Lori
Lori.
Harrelson,
Yeah.
and who else?
The one,
Bradley
Bradley,
Bonstead.
Bradley Bonstead, and I liked him, Vanessa, because, or Counselor Nordag, because he's 24 years old. So I felt like having a younger person would get us that kind of demographic. I don't know him. I just like the fact that he's younger. Frankly.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I cannot find the materials with the applicant's information. So unless I know who this person is, I just emailed Tammy. I don't have the applications for anybody in front of me.
Counselor Nordike, do you have an email from Amy Johnson that has
Yeah.
attachments?
The email came from Amy. I would have used this one.
I'm looking.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, there they are. Thank you. All right, one moment. David Reinhold, is he involved with LBA, Mayor?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely support that. And I like having some age diversity on the group. But in terms of the third candidate, I'd like to take a look at other options.
One was the where you want to look at other options. I didn't hear.
I'm just reviewing the other
I
applications
think
right
she's,
now.
Okay with David Reinhold, I think, and Bradley Lundstedt, but then she wants to look at other applications.
Correct, yeah, I'm just skimming them now. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to do this earlier.
No worries.
Ruben Worster also kind of stood out to me a little bit just because.
What did you like about him?
Well, I like the fact that he has a number of years kind of on other committees. And so this is sort of a new opportunity for him moving somewhere else. So a number of years on Citizen Advisory Traffic Committee, 2 years there. And so I thought it was kind of nice that we're seeing him transition to a new section or new section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also frankly like that
I'm
he,
sorry, Amy.
in his references, he has Jared Moore listed there, previous police chief. I thought impactful.
Okay, thank you. So the candidate that is standing out for me for the third candidate would be Laura Walker. She's identified as someone who worked in the Oregon State Hospital. So she's worked in de-escalation and security evaluations of people from prison and jails. That is exactly on point for the nature of the Community Police Review Board, which is to provide objective oversight and accountability for our police department. Her educational background is in special education, psychology, and criminality, worked with psychiatrists and psychologists in evaluation, attended court and PSRB hearings. Those are the Psychiatric Security Review Board hearings where they review candidates with severe mental illness, many of whom have had many dealings in the criminal justice system. And she's worked with major criminal defendants and patients for 30 years. She's also volunteered with Arches, so she's worked with a lot of our unsheltered populations. Given the nature, this is an extraordinary background that we don't often see in applicants. And this is a perspective that I think is really necessary on a police review board to see what it's like to have worked with adults in custody, maximum security facilities, persons struggling with mental illness, people struggling on our streets. I think this would be an extraordinary candidate, so I would like her to be our third option.
If I can just interject for a moment. You've got 4 vacancies. I would maybe suggest filling them one by one with a motion for a single applicant at a time. And then on Bonstead, he is in Ward 7.
Okay, so he is. Okay.
So counselor, that's your award too. He's the younger applicant, Bradley Bonstead.
Uh-huh. And we're looking at three or 4. I'm sorry, I thought I just heard 4.
I'm sorry, I said that, I apologize, it's 3 vacancies.
Okay, there are 3. So Reinhold, so perhaps we should proceed as our city attorney suggests with the options. So I'm hearing David Reinhold, I've heard several names. So I will just start with the one that I'm going to recommend, for the reasons I just stated, I move to appoint Laura Walker to one of the 3 vacancies to CPRB.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Do we have discussion?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have anything to say? I would, okay,
I vote no.
Are we voting? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
not yet. We're discussing.
Okay.
But there is no discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
No.
Aye.
Aye.
And opposed?
Huh?
And opposed?
One opposed. Well, she was very local.
We've got the right time.
Sorry. Okay,
I got
motion passes. So does someone want to make a motion on the other 2?
Move to appoint David Reinhold.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Nordike. Any discussion?
It'd be great.
Okay. Are you ready to vote?
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. And finally, do we have,
Move to appoint Bradley Bonstead.
second? So we have a motion and a second to appoint Bradley Bonstead as our 3rd and final applicant for Police Review Board. Everyone, or any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes. Salem Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. How many openings for that, Amy?
Here,
There's 2 vacancies, 1 partial term ending at the end of this year in the Salem Kaiser School District position, but we're just.
Back to the Police Review Board, are those full terms then?
So we're on SPRAV now? Is that what I heard?
Sorry,
SPRAV.
we didn't identify which person for which.
They're all, okay.
We might have to go back to.
They're all in, all those terms for the CPRB all end on January 1, 2028.
Oh, okay, so we're good. Okay.
And now we're moving to SPRAV, Counselor.
Thank you.
And how many?
so 2 vacancies, and 1 partial term. And 1 SKSD representative,
What
so.
does that mean?
That's Salem Kaiser School District, and there's been a recommendation that the council will see that to remove that as a designation for Salem Kaiser. You can go ahead and, I think you can go ahead and make a recommendation to appoint that. It doesn't have to be a Salem Kaiser. We'll get that change done.
Richard Kansky stood out to me on that one.
Which one are we on?
Oh, they were out of order.
Unfortunately, it says Mr. Kansky's background check has not been approved.
Oh,
That was as of time of writing this, and he is not cleared yet, so.
did he complete his application? Do you know?
Well, he completed an application, but he hasn't
I
completed
meant
the
that.
consent form or, yeah,
Okay,
so it's, yeah,
okay,
and reminders have been sent.
perfect. Yeah. Thank you for catching that.
Well, I know that's we've made clear that that matters, haven't we?
No, it does matter.
You're right, right. I was just trying to inject a little levity. Don't mind me.
We won't. Okay, so, sorry, I couldn't help myself. So we have 4 applicants then and 3 vacancies, is that correct?
There's 2 vacancies.
2 vacancies, okay.
One with a partial term ending 12/31, and then the SKSD rep.
Okay.
What about she cleared hers?
So there were a couple applications that stood out to me. David Lanoy, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, says that he hosts wildlife walks and manages a Facebook group for Minto Brown Island Park. He's also a volunteer park patrol for the city of Salem, and he does litter pickups along the river. I think that's a pretty cool background for Sprab, so I'd say that's a very strong candidate.
He's a non-resident though, so what's our
Makeup.
thoughts on that? And
Oh, I didn't see that. Is that dispositive, Dan, for this one? I'm guessing not, or you wouldn't have kept him on the
No,
list.
it's in the, no, it is a requirement that you have to have a residence or place of business in the city. Do we know where he works?
Well, it gives an employer name, but I can't tell the application doesn't give employer address. Perhaps, I mean, he seems like a really strong choice. I'm wondering if it would be worth having staff ask him if IS Living is a Salem-based group.
and just working there, does that qualify or,
Yes.
okay,
If we just do this, Brad,
yes,
so
Yeah.
he just got appointed to something.
Yeah.
Got it.
Another candidate, and full disclosure, she did list me as a reference, but Marilyn Harbor is a former colleague of mine from the Oregon Department of Justice. In addition to that, she currently serves on the Salem Parks Foundation Board and spends a lot of time in the Minto Brown Island Park. So, I mean, given the fact that she's already on the Parks Foundation show, she's definitely passionate about supporting our parks financially. That seems to me to be a natural fit.
those two stood out to me as well. Rick Kansky was the other one, but like you said, he didn't complete his background check, consent form, so not one that we can consider.
And I hope he will do it in the future, but I think we have to, if you don't fill out that form, I mean, yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending upon where David Illinois is, I mean, we can validate that he has a place of business here or that he is a resident. I mean, I like his application probably the best. But
Dan, can we do a conditional appointment conditioned
I
upon?
think Amy went to check.
So we may not have that information. We're just trying to pull the roster up here, but you can appoint one person and just hold the other position open if we can come back next time you meet to see if you can confirm that.
Well, in that case, I move to appoint Marilyn Harbor to Sprab.
second.
David Lanoy is a resident manager.
Was that in Salem?
We know what it is.
He didn't.
He says in Salem.
Let's just do the first one and then we'll say. Any discussion?
So there's been a motion to appoint Marilyn Harbor.
So we have a motion and a second, sorry. Is there any discussion on Marilyn Harbor? All in favor?
Aye.
So we will come back to you next time with more information on Mr. Lanoy to just verify that his place of business is in Salem.
Did you vote? Okay. Okay, so moving on, Human Rights Commission. Oh, am I going in order? Sorry, Public Arts. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
And when ready, can staff scroll down
Yep.
to that? Thank you.
You have one vacancy, term ending at the end of 2028 with 6 applicants. However, several haven't completed background checks. Let's verify this because you only have 1 applicant according to my information. Let's see if that's been updated.
Seth Short, I'm showing Melissa O'Shea and Seth Short.
And that's still true.
Okay,
On.
well, and those were 2 of my top choices, so.
Sorry, you're on public art,
Yeah.
but you're only showing 2 applications.
Well, there's a bunch of applications,
Oh, I
but
see.
only
I
2
see.
that have
Oh, okay.
completed and cleared their
So that's
background
Melissa.
checks.
The other one short.
Yeah, Seth Short
Alright.
and Melissa O'Shea. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no. Oh, no, sorry. I was correct. Oh.
Just a quick sec, Seth now has cleared. So
Right,
since,
that's what I was
okay,
saying.
great, yeah, great. Thought that was a question, so.
So I notice Melissa O'Shea has a Bachelor of Arts in Art History and an Associate of Arts from Chemeketa. And has worked in local businesses in the Salem area. Was an artist in residency for the Perrydale School and the Salem Art Association. And has served as board member of the Cultural Tourism and Promotion Board. So yeah, I can see why you think she's a strong candidate, Counselor Gwynn.
Is that your motion?
I just want to take a quick peek at Short since I just heard that his
Yeah, and I liked him too. They were my 2 favorites, so.
trying to find.
Out of the 2, I'm leaning on, toward Melissa.
O'Shea,
Yes.
So hold on. I don't see his application in the packet.
his application is short. I couldn't help it, sorry.
No, I see William Morris and Melissa Shea. I'm not seeing Seth. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Let me just skim him real quickly. Advisory Board, Chemeketa Visual Communications Department, volunteer with Arches, et cetera, et cetera. I think out of the 2 of these, Melissa O'Shea has considerably more experience and education that is suitable for the Public Arts Commission. So I'll move to appoint Melissa O'Shea.
Second. I will say, yeah, second.
Oh, discussion, sorry.
The other thing I'll mention, and I agree, I think generically, if you just look at this, more educational component with Melissa O'Shea. The only thing I will say for Seth Shorts that I thought was intriguing is a part of art that we likely don't have representation for right now. The occupation aspects as animation and special effects is kind of his occupation. I'm not sure that our current art aspect has that type of representation at all to kind of see a digital form of art. And so
Or outside the box. thing.
right. And so I kind of I'm a little bit torn on it because I do agree that just from like a pure who has more qualification, Melissa O'Shea does. If it's a different perspective that we may not have, that may speak more to Seth Short. So I'm a little torn on which one is more valuable.
Valid points.
Yeah, I saw the same thing and thought it, and then I saw the experience and thought maybe that fits more, but I like the way you're thinking,
Me too.
and I would. Oh, did we have a motion?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the motion is for
It was a motion.
Melissa
and a
O'Shea.
second.
Melissa.
So those in favor then? For Melissa O'Shea?
Are we calling the vote?
Yeah,
Aye.
I'm gonna vote no.
No.
I'm gonna vote no, just because I do think that his perspective would be very valuable on that board.
I'll make
All right.
a motion fails. Then.
Yes.
That motion fails.
make a motion to appoint Seth Short.
Second.
Oh, okay, Nordhook seconded.
Any further discussion on that?
No, you took over the meeting. It's your meeting.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Mhm. In order of packet, cultural and tourism promotion advisory board applications. We have one applicant, how many openings?
That's information.
One. Is it?
One vacancy.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
For this particular item, I think we need information only. You're welcome to continue. I just wanted to point that out.
Do you want to go in order of the, I'm not telling you what to do, but the agenda was sent.
We've kind of been back and forth on that, so.
Yeah, I think-
I thought I would stick
Gretchen,
with
what
the
did you
title.
say?
I'm looking at the agenda and
I've been running the agenda.
CTAB is a mayoral appointment, so it's
It's-
shown on the agenda as information only.
That's, yeah, that was completed.
And I
yesterday.
guess I was just
Okay.
clarifying that.
Well, actually, my error, so
So the CTPAB is a council appointment on recommendation. of the-
recommendation of the mayor.
Okay,
Thank you.
so since we raised it, who are the mayor's recommended appointments? Looks like,
Teresa.
Teresa Scott, and we're waiting on William Morris because we don't have a background check yet, it's like,
That was good.
sorry about the confusion on that.
So do we don't do anything on that?
Right, it's just a mayoral recommendation.
Unless anybody has any difference of opinion. So we don't need to vote on that.
Nope,
Just move
that's-
along. Okay. Then in the order of the staff, we have two left, right?
Yeah. And I was going in order of the agenda, so I apologize. for that.
That's okay. What do you show coming up next?
Film Public Library Advisory Board.
Okay, library advisory board applications.
We have two vacancies, one partial term ending on June 30th of 27, and one partial term ending June 30th, 28. We also have two members with their terms ending this June, Debbie Lockhart and David Levy, and both have requested reappointment. So requested action would be for you to determine whether to reappoint the two existing members and then recommend appointments on the two vacancies.
And the two who are up for reappointment are David Levy and
Debbie Lockhart. And both have requested reappointment.
yeah.
I move to reappoint Lockhart and Levy.
I'll second. Any discussion? Counselor Matthews had to step out. Seeing none, motion to approve? You want to
Aye.
vote?
Oh, she did. She did.
Already?
Can you
Yeah,
second it?
and you seconded.
Okay. All in favor?
I. So then we have the two appoint.
So the only packet I have left is the West Salem
We still have two
ahead.
vacancies
Library.
on the library advisory board to appoint. Those are just the
Sorry about
reappointments.
that.
Welcome to include it in the next summary, except you didn't know that ends.
Well, I was really struck by Mawada M. Boone's application. It's a very unique background. Works on a community initiative focused on neighbors, helping neighbors through mutual aid and resource sharing, shares information about nonprofit services, promotes local businesses, helps strengthen community connections, awareness of local resources. That certainly, he has a professional area of interest in community literacy, youth access to books and educational resources, partnerships between libraries, nonprofits, and community members. And honestly, I really liked how he described what role a library plays in making the city a livable community. So I thought he was a very strong, he or she. I didn't see, the gender box was not specified. And Boone identifies as an Arabic speaker, which is pretty cool. I don't know if we've had many Arabic speakers on our library advisory board. How do you folks feel about that?
I'm still looking.
We need 2 more spaces, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm seeing a couple of names that stand out. Melissa O'Shea, who we just passed over for the art commission. Looks like she's wanting to be involved, and it might be a nice place for her to be in the space. And also, Jonathan Castro Monroy is also one who seems as though he's wanting to be involved in city work and the jobs that we all do on boards for the citizens of Salem. He stands out for that reason. And he's a strong representative for the Latino community.
Do you have thoughts on Jonathan?
Oh, I'm supportive of him being the second person. I think Ms. O'Shea's more qualified for the Public Art Commission than the Library Advisory Board. I would do Castro Monroy and Boone for the 2 open seats on lab.
Some shade because she was got passed over for the art commission. And
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
They're catching up. Counselor
Sorry, I just had to
Matthews.
step out for a second for a call from my kid's school, and so I'm just a moment behind.
Well, to keep things moving along, I will make a motion to appoint Mawada M. Boone and Jonathan Castro Monroy to the 2 open seats on the Library Advisory Board.
I'm sorry, I'm still reading. I'm still comparing and contrasting.
Okay, it's hard for me to see. You guys are this big on my screen. I can't read the room from where I'm at, so all I'm hearing is silence. So thank you.
Or do we have a second?
I would prefer to do them one at a time like we have on the others instead of.
So we're gonna say that motion fails for lack of a second, and we can go forward.
Okay, then I move to appoint Mawada M. Boone to one of the open seats on the Library Advisory Board.
I think that the Counselor Matthews is still catching up.
Yeah, sorry, give me
Since he
just,
stepped out.
yeah, give me just a second to read through.
All right, why don't you guys let me know when you're ready?
Okay.
It's really hard to see from here.
Well, Melissa says I also serve on Salem's Cultural and Tourism Advisory Board. So she's already on 1. Oh, I was thinking she was on 2, but she's on 1. So, okay.
Is that correct? Is she already on that other board?
That's what she mentioned, something like that in her application.
I'm not right here. Yes.
I mean, she only likes the word. Okay, good. I think it sounds like Jonathan Castro Monroy was one that was talked about. Let's,
You wanna vote on that?
yeah, I think I'm comfortable to vote on Jonathan Castro Monroy.
So when
You wanna
I
make
make
a
a
motion?
motion.
I move to appoint Jonathan Castro Monroy to the library board.
Second.
Second.
Okay. Motion and a second. Any further discussion on him?
They'll
All
do a
in
great
favor?
job.
Aye.
I,
Okay, moving on. Ready for a second motion?
And the terms, I guess, so we have one term ending 6/30/27, and the other is 6/30/28. Do you have a preference as to which one? That person?
My personal thought would be, it seemed like we were all pretty unanimous and quick on Jonathan Gass from Roy, so a 28 would make sense there. And
I
the other
agree.
one's becoming more difficult, so
Mhm.
shorter term for that. That would be my personal opinion.
I give a thumbs up to that. I think that's
Yeah.
sound logic.
Okay.
Okay, then I will bring the motion for Mawada and Boone, assuming you folks are ready for our next motion.
Second.
Motion and a second by Matthews. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Urban renewal, West Salem redevelopment. Advisory board.
Okay, so for the West Salem Advisory Board, we have 5 vacancies with various partial terms and 1 full term. We also have 3 members that terms expire in the end of the month that have requested reappointment. Perhaps we could do the reappointments first. Okay. It's Douglas Meltzer, Greg Sharn, and Zachary. I'm assuming there's supposed to be a Y at the end of that. Am I writing? Zachary Fisher.
The city attorney, did Zach pass, it doesn't show on screen whether Zach passed his background check.
Yes, he did.
Oh, we did. Okay, well, in that case, I move to reappoint all 3, Meltzer, Sharn, and Fisher.
I don't see Zachary's.
I don't think the reappointment applications get printed because they're reappointments.
don't
Zach's
require
a real
the-
estate agent, Shane.
That's in my office.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. I have Meltzer's. Is that?
He may have applied for something else.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, some of them just submitted a new one, so I put it those.
Oh, gotcha.
So if he didn't
So-
have a background check, there'd be a problem.
Yeah, gotcha.
They did.
No, I need a second to that
Work
motion.
with.
Do you recall?
I don't recall.
Okay. I believe Councilor Nordic made a motion to accept all 3 for reappointment. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes.
And it looks like the only other one that passed is Devon Loot, and then Samantha Ross is under review still, is that correct?
That's right. We're still, he submitted a form and I'm just waiting to hear back about the results from.
So we can't really review these others that are consider them, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So shall we vote on Devin Luton?
That would be great.
Okay. Is there a motion out there somewhere for Devin Luton?
Can I ask a question? Is there so the Samantha Ross one, I had a question because she's with Atlantic Valley Bank. Is there some sort of lending aspect already on this board, or some sort of lending representation when we're looking at the urban renewal area and kind of what it's cost and what projects might be able to be funded?
Would that be a good quality to have? Is that what you're asking, or?
Well, I'm asking if it's already represented.
Oh,
Yeah, is that kind of someone that already has that qualification, they can financially look at a project? and say,
The
this
list
is
of the
what-
current members and what their positions are.
I've got it.
Oh,
up.
you got it.
Let's see. Trying to find their employment. This one.
It is, but people. Moving back to the application. You go to- in applications.
These are current numbers, so they're old applications. Is that what we're calling them?
Well,
If we can find it, but it'll take a while.
maybe it's not worth that. Maybe it's not worth it. So. The only part that stuck out to me from Samantha Ross's is only because, like I say, from a financing aspect. Does that position allow you to look at a project and say, is this financially something that the bank would support or that could be adequately financed? Outside of that, I don't have a preference, so.
So Ross hasn't completed her background check yet, right? Correct?
Yes, she has, it's in process. They haven't received the results back yet.
So it's not complete yet, so you can't appoint her yet. If you want to hold the position open, we'll probably have that information at the next meeting if you'd like to wait on this.
Well, we don't have anyone else that we can
Oh, Devin,
consider anyway.
Devin Lutz, so Devin Lutz an option or holding it open to see if Samantha Ross. So,
Wasn't there more than one position?
There's 5 positions.
Right, so,
You only have 1 applicant that you qualified, that's
Right.
qualified. to be
okay,
appointed.
got it.
so we can appoint him and we say, okay.
I think I made this more difficult than I was supposed
Yeah.
to. Okay, all right.
We can all have, I love that. Oh, thank you.
You can move to a point.
Devin Lutz.
That's a pretty good motion.
Second, sorry.
Very good.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Was that a motion to appoint Mr. Lute?
Yes.
Yes.
No
And then-
discussion.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No.
And then the term with that, we decide which,
We have a full term available. Is that okay to appoint Mr. Luce for the full term?
okay.
Human rights, anything.
So that was the, or is
That's
the
your
mayoral
mayoral
appointment
appointment.
and for topics.
So we're still waiting on a background check on Haley Lehman, it looks like, but you recommended Brian Fordham and Dan Dickinson. Okay, so we're waiting on a couple background checks there, so we'll get through and
Bring
get
back.
them back.
That it then?
If I can, just a couple comments. So this is transition from the city manager's office to the legal department and the city recorder. Obviously, we're still kind of getting our game face on here. I want to call Linda and apologize to her and tell her I had no idea what a nightmare all this was. In addition, the background check process is a bit convoluted. It's actually fairly straightforward, but we're just waiting for a lot of folks to complete their forms and get them back. We're not going to be providing you any names of anyone who isn't completely eligible and completed their background check.
Moving forward.
So we're going to set a deadline, our deadline for folks, a couple weeks out before the meeting. So we have everything done by then, so we can get the report to you and everything's organized. So we're not trying to hold in 10 different pieces of data here for you. Also, I understand the need to know what the backgrounds are for the current members, so you can make an informed decision on appointing new members, and we'll try to provide that information for you going forward.
can I ask a question on the background check aspect? Like, this is a lot of applications generally, and so like, if we do a background check on every single applicant, and yet we're only selecting 1 out of 10, is that our best path, or is the best path to select contingent upon a background check? And that way we don't have the burden of 1, getting the approval of the consent beforehand, 2, paying for the background check. And I'm not saying that is right, but like if you get a job, you don't usually do the background check of the application. Which you tired.
Yeah, we'll think about that, but we could, that might make sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of follow-up with the application. It's a little tedious, but so yeah, we'll get it more streamlined for sure. This is a good learning experience.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I will say that we have a new vendor for the background checks, and for the most part, it's going pretty smoothly. It's much more efficient. There's not as much information we need from the applicant. Where we're running into problems is if they lived in multiple states over the past 7 years to try to track some of that information down. But for the most part, the risk division is taking care of those pretty efficiently.
One point of clarification on your idea would be to clarify, would you do the records check in between the appointments committee and the council meeting.
Yes,
And that's what I would think too. So just to clarify that,
yeah, I mean, that would be my thought, is yeah, you can do it in between.
yeah,
If it made it all the way to council after our committee, then, this would be good.
yeah.
But, yeah. Then is there some, if somebody falls off because of background check, how do you go back to the pool?
Or do you have an
We just take
alternate?
it to the next meeting. You could do an alternate, or you could just take it back to the next meeting. It becomes vacant and then you go back to the next meeting. I think that would go.
Cool. My question was about, you and I spoke briefly about, the actual program for applying. You want to speak to that just a little bit about how somebody who's applying for, I don't know, I'm throwing something out, airport advisory, and they're getting questions about their experience in the library. You know, it's like there's some broken bits in the,
Yeah, I think we've come across this in a couple different applications throughout the time I've been on here, and I think it's an IT issue where, especially I think it's when they're applying for multiple, and suddenly it's only pulling through whatever the first application that they're applying for is. So if I want to apply for library and SPRAB, it's only pulling through the library information, and the SPRAB's not getting the aspect.
So the
Maybe that's
current,
been fixed.
yeah, in the current system, they can select multiple applications and complete one application, but if they don't update their profile from the last time they submitted, if there's, it carries forward the previous information. That
like
makes
they
sense.
might have applied for library
Right.
last time
And if they
didn't
didn't
change
update
their.
it, they're sent a link, and I think people are maybe not paying attention, but with the new system, I think their profile will be saved as well. But they'll have to submit those individually, so I think there'll be less of a chance for them to get that wrong, or not wrong is the wrong is the word, but.
And so Amy's office is responsible for implementing eScribe, which is going to take over not only the council agenda process, but it's going to handle the application for boards and commissions. So that'll be a few months out before that's live, but we'll see if there's some improvements there.
Okay.
Good. All right, anything else, anyone? We're adjourned. There is a lot more paper this time.